News 46 is brought to you by Inspiration Senior Living, where we provide affordable elegance to Pahrump area seniors. Give us a call at 751-2300 and make an appointment to tour our community. News is also brought to you by Dr. George Leeks, Pahrump's optometrist since 1990, offering full-spectrum eye care for children and adults. Call today, 727-8300. News is also brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law. Call 727-9900 today for your free consultation. If you need a lawyer, you need Nelson.
Tonight on News 46, rains and flooding cause havoc throughout the valley. McDonald's is having a special kickoff for their new breakfast menu. And time for the annual GOP fashion show. News 46 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 46 with Deanna O'Donnell. News 46, local coverage you can count on.
Good evening. It's Monday, October 5th, 2015. I'm Deanna O'Donnell for News 46. Rocks and water are still present on the roadways following a storm that traveled through our area. Noah Began reports.
A heavy storm consisting of thunder, lightning, hail, rain, and wind passed through the valley early Sunday afternoon, causing flooding and road closures throughout our area. Drivers continued to press forward, making their way on the submerged roadways. Some roads were so much underwater that you could not see the pavement at all, making it a dangerous task in hopes that the road was still intact underneath. The flooded roads would often carry with it debris and rocks lying underneath the water. The road department and town crews were called out to clean up the areas to ensure travel safety. The rains lightened up in the afternoon and evening and started again about 4 a.m. Monday morning. Cooler conditions are forecasted for most of the valley throughout the day, with rain coming later this evening. Temperatures aren't expected to rise above 65 degrees. Mount Charleston and the Spring Mountains may see several inches of snow. Storms caused some flooding in Pahrump, Beatty, and Death Valley National Park in California. Visitors were stranded in many areas of the park because there was flooding on both sides of the road Sunday afternoon. Travelers returning to Death Valley were also stranded in town. The chance of rain will diminish by Tuesday, and temperatures might rise back into the 90s as early as Thursday. I'm Noah Began for News 46.
And we'll have Noah back with your weather later in the broadcast. Today marks 35 years since Jane Arroyo Grande Doe was found. The National Center for Missing and Exploited Children is working with Henderson Police Department and the Clark County Medical Examiner Coroner's Office to try to identify Jane Doe. Mike Murphy, the former coroner for Clark County, Nevada, is now running the Unknown Victim Identification Unit at the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children in Alexandria, Virginia. They are working to identify more than 700 unknown children. One of those is Jane Arroyo Grande Doe.
Someone is missing their little girl. Someone knows who she is. Someone needs to come forward and help us give her her proper name and in turn provide her with the justice that she deserves. And that's the type of work that the center is able to do for law enforcement agencies all over the United States. And we've seen it now in Boston. We've seen it in other cases, and it's Jane Arroyo Grande's time now. Now the center has been able to do this new composite that gives her a feeling of having life so that people aren't looking at just an autopsy photo, an identification photo. They're now looking at something that we hope will strike a chord and that will let someone know that they really do know who she is, and they'll let us know. There are Jane Arroyo Grande Does all over the United States. People need to understand that it takes just one look at one picture by the right person and the case starts all over again, and the case now becomes something, instead of it becoming cold, it now becomes something hot that law enforcement can move forward on. And I think what people don't realize, it's not just about giving them a name. It's about providing these young people that have lost their lives tragically with some justice.
And as the nation learns more about the mass casualty shooter at a rural Oregon community college, a state lawmaker would like to learn more about drugs used to treat mental illness, while one of Nevada's federal lawmakers says it's time for lawmakers to act to try to end mass shootings. Armed with more than a dozen firearms, extra ammunition, and body armor, Chris Harper Mercer left behind a document which investigators say detailed his poor state of mind. He killed 9 people Thursday morning at Umpqua Community College in Roseburg, Oregon, and wounded several more before killing himself. Harper Mercer graduated from a school for children with learning and emotional challenges. Oregon law officials say he was struggling with mental health issues. Republican Assemblywoman Michelle Fiore says that she believes we need to take a look at psychiatric drug treatments prescribed to those struggling with mental illness. In reaction to the shooting, nearly the 1,000th mass shooting in the country since Sandy Hook school shootings, Nevada's longest-serving U.S. lawmaker Harry Reid says it's time for action. When we return, we'll have your Desert View Hospital Health Tip.